Meanwhile, the Senate's refusal to allow Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan resume duties has sparked backlash from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and constitutional lawyers. In a letter signed by Acting Clerk Yahaya Danzaria, the Senate said her suspension remains under judicial review. The PDP accused Senate President Godswill Akpabio of silencing opposition, describing the action as undemocratic. Senior advocates of Nigeria, including Adedayo, Adedeji, and Wale Balogun, argued that the suspension has lapsed by law, citing Section 60 and 68 of the Constitution. They warn the decision denies Kogi Central constituents representation and risks undermining constitutional order. And now to discuss this further, I'm joined by Christopher Sunday. He's a political analyst and lecturer at Kogi State Polytechnic. I want to say, first of all, thank you, Mr. Sunday, for joining us. We've seen a federal declaration or a federal court declare her suspension unconstitutional, yet the Senate has insisted that they're waiting for, that the matter is still in the appeal court and they're waiting for judicial ruling. First, we've seen the condemnation by PDP and other constitutional lawyers. What's your take on how all of this is played out?
Thank you for having me, my sister. First of all, at this era of democratic process of 25 years, by next month, Nigeria will be celebrating 25 years of independence. One would have thought that a child who is already 65 will conduct herself in the affairs of nations, where people will see her as worthy to be amongst policymakers in the affairs of the world. Unfortunately, we are here. We are here not because of our own doing. We are here because we have political businessmen, instead of representing the intent of the founding fathers and the populace of the nation. They are here playing games of personal interest and whatever you can call it. But let me go straight to your point. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, Section 1(3) states clearly that any law, rule, or bylaw that contradicts the intention of the mother law or the Constitution is ultra vires, meaning it is null and void, meaning it cannot stand, it has no effect. But here we are, people playing politics with the life of the people. Senator Natasha is not representing herself. She is carrying the mandate of the people of the Kogi Central. But before I move forward, up until this moment from your introduction, I never knew that it is even an acting clerk that wrote that letter stopping Natasha. For me, I'm embarrassed because I've written a lot on this for the past 24 hours. Even the clerk himself, what power does he have to write, except if he's acting on the power or the instruction of the principal actors of the National Assembly, the Senate President, Majority Leader, and the rest of them. But the truth of the matter is that the Senate, at this material time, is on recess. And so I think they will be back on the 23rd. I am waiting to see what the Senate will do on that 23rd. And after this program, I shall be writing Natasha that we are following her down to that. I am from Kogi State, yes. I'm from Kogi East, not Kogi Central. But we're talking about the rule of law, democracy, and the well-being of the common man in Nigeria. Natasha is representing the Kogi Central people. So why have they denied the Kogi Central people adequate representation for the past 6 months? And then the acting clerk, for that matter, has that temerity, the audacity to write saying that the case is still in the court. By the way, the appeal in the court, who appealed it? Natasha herself appealed to know whether the Senate is right by stopping her or by suspending her for 6 months. Don't also forget that the Senate rule also states that the Senate can suspend a senator for just 14 days. It happens in the case of Ndume from Borno State. It also has happened between Darie they lie long in 2007. So where is this political desperation coming from? That some persons will, because of political interest, will be dehumanizing or stopping people from enjoying their democratic representation at the National Assembly. It is uncalled for, it is unlawful, and it must be condemned.
Mr. Sunday, and you just raising that pertinent concern about, the Kogi Central being left out when it comes to representation due to this suspension has been the same with constitutional lawyers. They have also raised concern that this kind of legislative vacuum is unnecessary, and they've raised warning about this. But at the core of this as well is another thing we're not looking at, and that's gender representation and inclusion when it comes to politics. When you look at the National Assembly, there are just 4 women. I stand to be corrected. And now that means there's just 3, which is suspension. What does this say about this administration's approach to women's participation or women in governance?
It is discouraging, my sister. We are at the crossroad where Nigeria ought to have been encouraging women to join politics. For women as mothers, as wives, to also have their own take or their voice on national affairs. Are we not seeing that in other developed or developing nations, that women are making contributions that is shaping the lives of their people? Come on, they are mothers. We know the impact of our mothers in our life. Our father may be providing money, but our mother attention, medical attention, detailed attention in our lives has shaped some of us. And then you are discouraging women. And the saddest thing is that in Kogi State, where I have been a panelist on 2-3 different occasions, just because of political benefit, I can see some people, even PhD holders, defending this anomaly, this political aberration, because they want to remain in the good book of their political godfathers. For goodness sake, why will you be tormenting a woman? Akpabio is a husband. He has a wife. The acting clerk, also, all of them in the National Assembly, they have daughters, they have wives. Most of them can even give birth to Natasha. Is it because she has decided to remain firm with her people, or they have decided to question authorities? They feel that, okay, this girl is standing on their toe, and so they think they can just dehumanize her, embarrass her. They have also forgotten that she is a married woman whose husband has also contributed to the political progress of some of them there in the National Assembly.
I must say thank you.
Women must be encouraged. Natasha should not be handled the way they are handling her. She has done a lot. The youth also should also stand by her, because she is within the cadre of the youth. They should encourage her for her to also continue to open the eyes of some of us who are coming behind her. Akpabio is a lawyer. Natasha is also a lawyer. So they should work. Both of them should also understand that there are certain precedents.
All right.
But we are going to correct it, be it wrong or right.
You have raised very pertinent concerns. I must say thank you for taking out the time to join us. Mr. Christopher Sunday is a political analyst and a lecturer at the Kogi State Polytechnics. Once again, thank you.